moment, but I want to welcome everyone to a new moon in Pisces, a super moon, and we are officially in eclipse season, having a full super moon lunar eclipse on the full moon this month, and then the solar eclipse on the 8th. So when we enter eclipse seasons, oftentimes the energies are really big. And I know for myself, I feel like there's a great unearthing of energetically. The way that I'm experiencing it is unearthing of like, subtly and discreetly, maybe all dense feelings that I've experienced over my life. I have Yuki with us. So on this new moon meditation, we're going to begin with a lot of energy clearing. And it's a reminder that on the new moon, we seed what is to begin to root as the month goes on. Astrologically speaking and intuitively speaking, I personally have felt that this was going to be a challenging month. So with that in mind, we're going to plant seeds to counterbalance whatever the densities. We can work with the energies. And that's what we're going to do. So whenever you're ready, you can begin to settle into the body on the breath. The invitation is to close eyes and to begin to connect to the body through the breath. Setting the intention that on the breath, you are receiving light. The breath, you are receiving light codes. And on the exhale, you are surrendering all that no longer serves you. Bringing awareness to your navel, connecting to the etheric umbilical cord that moves from your body down to the womb of the earth. Feeling yourself coming all the way into the body, starting to connect to the earth. And as you connect, you begin to receive the life force energy of the earth, which moves into your body. You are both anchored in feeling your own frequency beginning to rise. And you direct your awareness now to the sacral, to the womb or hara, the space of creation. And as you move into connection with the sacral, you begin to see a version of yourself that slowly begins to walk into the darkness. And in moments, light returns with the stars in the night sky. And although it is a new moon, meaning that the moon and the sun is conjunct, the light of the cosmos shines brightly, lighting your way. You hear the sound of an ocean. And you begin to walk from the sand to the beach, and noticing that a bonfire has been built, and there are medicine men and women who wait. One by one, we walk to the bonfire. And we are greeted by a shaman who wears the markings and the totems of his medicine. And as we each approach, we are anointed with the breath of fire as the shaman sprays with shamanic breath Florida water, immediately cleansing our auras. The breath has an astringent quality, and we each immediately feel lighter as density has been cast out. In moments, you are led to a blanket and guided to lay down, feeling the softness of the sand. And in moments, a medicine woman moves to you to begin to cleanse your energy field even more, explaining that she will be using the Chakapa, a bundle of leaves that mirror the energy of insects mulching down. And as you lay, you feel the gentle pounding of leaves and force of air. And you become quieted, stilled and soothed by the sound of the dried leaves as they gently move into your energy field and begin to disperse any dense energies. The set medicine woman moves from head to toe. And you feel the density leaving the solar plexus as you surrender anything that does not belong to you, everything that has been absorbed from others. You feel the tension leaving your body. As the energy begins to disrupt any densities within your field. You give thanks to the medicine woman. You rise from the seated position and you watch the bonfire. And you watch the waves on the ocean. And the medicine woman hands you a clay bowl filled with cacao, a heart opener. And you sip and connect to the plant ally. Allowing yourself to be peaceful in this moment. Appreciating the stillness and the night sky and the sea breeze and the alchemy of the fire. And as the medicine begins to work, you feel the soft opening of your heart. And there is a gentle ripple of beauty within you. And you follow that flow. And you connect to the essence of your soul. And you witness the essence of your soul as color. And in moments, you begin to notice the electromagnetic filaments floating in the air as an aurora borealis. Which seems to follow its own wave-like ripples, dancing above the ocean, on the night sky. And you watch with wonder with gratitude as the aurora moves from neon greens and yellows to deep magenta and purple. And as you breathe in these frequencies. Magenta flows into your body, igniting a connection to the love of no beginning and no end. The purple flows, and you connect to higher consciousness, feeling your own mind expansion, frequency expansion. And you continue to quietly sip the cacao, inviting the medicine to move into your body as you alchemize the waters of your body by the bonfire under the stars of the new supermoon in Pisces, as the aurora flows and moves into your body, as the waves inspire you to move with the flow, as you sit in community. And in moments, you begin to hear a voice within your own body that you understand is your higher self. Now is the time for you to stand rooted in your loving heart, in your illuminated light, for the world needs your loving intentions and lightness of being to be a guide in the dark moments within your present world. You are more powerful than you understand. And if a gentle butterfly in flight can create a ripple that becomes a tsunami in the ocean, imagine what you could influence by the power of your love, the power of your light. You are needed as a creator, allowing yourself to tend to your dreams without limitations, without fear. You are asked to join a dream for the world and humanity. Without fear, without limitations. And you feel yourself totally aligned with your highest self, feeling that deep connection. Then you feel yourself aligning with your oversoul. And as you come into alignment, you see that the aurora begins to shapeshift. And now the night sky appears to be filled with filaments of gold floating on the air, dancing above the ocean, moving into your body on the breath. And you hear what sounds like music beyond any earthly sound. A sound that can best be described as an etheric, crystalline symphony. And as you listen, this beautiful song begins to activate dormant memory in your DNA, unexplored terrain within your mind. And in moments, the sound is decoded, and you hear a voice, beautiful and soft, that sounds as if it was constructed by a million voices speaking in unison. and you listen. We welcome you to your great remembering why you incarnated in this lifetime, remembering how many lifetimes you patiently awaited for your opportunity to come to this planet, to arrive in the moment that humanity needed you most. And we are grateful. This is the moment that humanity needs each one of you most, needing you to remember who you are, needing you to remember your deep love and reverence for the earth as a living being, for her children, sentient beings, remembering how you love humanity. And we know that this lifetime has been filled with lessons that have shut down your heart and mind in moments and made you feel alone or othered, isolated, neglected, or unseen. But this was just an illusion. When you are loved and seen and cherished, and you are a powerful force in the world, and all of the world needs you now, in this moment. This is the moment that you step into your majesty. This is the moment that you reclaim and remember all that you are. It is important for you to tend to your grounding, your connection to the earth each day, to remember how the world speaks to you in symbols and messages, so that you may discern truth from projections, from manipulations. It is time for you to deepen your connection to the earth and to begin to remember how to live simply on the earth and in right relationship. It is time for you to be mindful of anything that is a distraction from your joy, from your peace, from your health. It is an act of rebellion and evolution to cultivate peace, joy, wellness. This is what we ask of you. Stepping into your majesty may feel foolish, even crazy in moments, because it will require you to believe in ways that you were never taught. You are no longer that child told that your imagination isn't real. You are no longer that child whose moments of magic and wonder were diminished or restricted as you fell in line and did what was expected of you. You are free now, free to reclaim your imagination, free to follow your daydreams, to remember that all thoughts have energy and all energy manifests. In moments, the shaman signals for you to rise, directing you just beyond the bonfire to a path of fire that somehow leads directly into the ocean. And you move into the fire unafraid. And as you step, you do not rush this initiation. You savor it. And you allow the flames to encompass you. And you are unafraid. You feel the heat, but do not burn. And you walk through the fire. And you mindfully surrender all that does not serve you. I surrender my fear. I surrender my loneliness. I surrender my grief. I surrender sadness. I surrender invisibility. I surrender disempowerment. I surrender. And you move to the space where the fire meets the ocean. And you walk the path of fire and water. And you see the miracle of how two opposites can coexist. As you begin to slowly walk the path of the miracle, submerging yourself in the ocean. And the fire and the water moves up to the neck. And you look up at the aurora borealis. And you see how the gold now shimmers in silver. And in moments, the silver of the aurora begins to move into a shape that you understand as the goddess Sophia. And although she does not take form of flesh and blood, she speaks to you. Offering an anointment of wisdom. And the wisdom falls onto your aura like stardust, moving into the stellar gateway 2 feet above your head to the soul star 1.5 feet above your head, to the causal 6 inches above your head, either to the left or to the right, and to the crown, and to the soma, the hairline, and to the brow, into the altar major, inside your mind, down to your throat. And you hear her as if her words or the glistening of crystals that are now activated in your being. And she tells you, teaches you that wisdom comes from the heart, and to allow yourself to connect to the wisdom available throughout all of consciousness, and to align with higher consciousness so you may be guided to enlightened truths, so that you may discern for yourself, so that you may positively impact others, although recognizing their free will, and that they may be steeped in lower frequencies and thus in a different dimension. And even though they may not hear you, others will. And when you join them and others follow, all of you become a counterbalance. And this is the year of the counterbalance, when 1% of humanity will enlighten and will move to a space of unity. And in unity, will begin to dismantle all false constructs. Aiding others in remembering that they are not separate from me or you or us. And we together will return to a sense of oneness, in love, enlightened. And as the Sophia moves into the Aurora Borealis, you witness a great shimmering rainbow of energy, so vibrant, and it feels as though it is spread out across the totality of the world, and that every sentient being on the planet in this moment receives these illuminated frequencies, restoring the light body, and that every human is activated, becoming homoluminous as the chakras are re-engaged, and the rainbow Aurora Borealis flows effortlessly. For this is what it means to be human, to be both physical and light, connected to the earth and the cosmos. And this happens now on the new moon in Pisces. And it grows in the days to come from now until the full moon. And we witness it now, and we feel the red at the root, and the orange sacral, and the golden yellow at the solar plexus, and the emerald green at the heart, and the azure blue at the throat, and the indigo at the brow, and the purple at the ground. And you feel and believe that you are a living miracle as you walked on fire into the ocean and didn't get burned, and your light wasn't extinguished. And you are ready to receive and see more miracles, to create and co-create more miracles. And you move from the ocean back to the shore. And you follow that path of fire, which every step begins to extinguish and become a gentle steam. And you understand that you have literally created plasma, that you have literally seeded the ether. And you bow, honoring the shaman. And you bow, honoring the medicine woman. And you bow to the ocean, to the night sky, to the new moon. And you begin to walk back into the darkness, to the stillness. And as you move, each step becomes enlightened, and you see yourself walking into your life and the world, and all is golden. And you allow yourself to feel your growing vitality, to feel the love, to merge the astral with the physical realm. And you bring awareness back to the sacral. And you begin to connect to your body with the breath. Allowing yourselves to see in your imagination how your auric field now shines and shimmers with the filaments of the aurora that you have breathed into your body. Allowing yourself to feel deeply connected to the earth, deeply aligned with your highest self, deeply aligned with your mission, accepting of the invitation, and inspired to move into a space of self-mastery, inspired to be congruent with your loving heart and your enlightened mind. And with intention, we invoke the angel Michael, and we ask Michael to surround us in his light, sapphire blue, envisioning that this frequency surrounds the outer edge of our auric field, containing all that has been built and created this evening. And we ask that he propels us on our path of ascension. And we ask that he places his sword of light, the sword of truth, at our spinal column, Excalibur. And we understand that we are protected. We understand that we are being propelled forward on our path, on our mission, for the time is now. And when you are ready, you can begin to come back, opening your eyes, stretching. Thank you for joining. Have a good night.